Hi, and welcome back to Reading the Founders Trilogy with Jennifer Kelly. My name is Jennifer Kelly. I am so happy that you could join me. Tonight, we continue the adventure of the Great and the Good, Book 1 of the Founders Trilogy, by reading Chapter 1. Here we go. Chapter 1, Isobel. Lights on the wrong side of the road, and then a crash that sent my mind reeling as the car flipped once, twice, and crashed into a tree. I breathed, feeling my bones slide back into place and the cut on my head mend itself. But I hadn't been alone in the car. Walt! I reached for my husband, unsnapping our belts and pulling him into my lap. I reached inside him in search of anything, but there was no life left in his body. I clung to the corpse, his brown eyes vacant, until I heard a groan and remembered myself. Teleporting out of the car was a small thing, but seeing my daughter with blood gushing from her head isn't something any mother is ready for. Pequeña, I said it low at first to attract my teenage daughter's attention. I reached through the broken window and drew the girl's hair back to see her face. Pequeña, louder this time. I reached out and there was something alive in my little girl, something fading fast. Laying a gentle hand on the girl's chest, I said to Audrey, "My child, what has been given to me without reason, I awaken in you." A wave of color seemed to erupt from the body, and then her eyes, cornflower behind the cracked glasses, began to blink. "Mom?" she said. "Mom, what?" She struggled against my hand, but I held her still. "I have done what I can, Audrey, but you need to be still. The paramedics will be here soon. Your body is badly hurt." But what's going on?" "There's been an accident. You need to keep still." I shut my eyes. "I've given you time." I could hear the sirens in the distance. I ran a hand through Audrey's hair, attempting to soothe. "But Dad!" Audrey's voice was panicked. "Why isn't he with you? Where's Dad?" I felt my throat close. I'm sorry, Pequeña." My voice caught. "No!" Audrey tried to rip my arm away from her chest. "Let me go. I want to see him." "You must stay still, mija." My cheeks wet with tears. "Help is on the way." "He's dead. You're saying he's dead." Audrey's voice rose into a wail. "I'm saying that you need to stay still." "What good are you?" That caught my attention. "I'm sorry." I wasn't sure exactly what I was apologizing for, but I knew that I needed to say it again. "I'm sorry. There was nothing I could do. It left him so quickly." "What's the point of you? You're all big talk, but when we need you to actually do something? Shit, Mom, where are you then?" And here it was again. This was how it always ended up with humans. Let them know the truth, and soon they expected miracles. Well, I'd done one anyway, but that wasn't enough for my daughter. I bit my lip. "I'm sorry." And the metallic taste wasn't strong enough. Neither was the sting of the wound. The sirens closed in. "You're going to be all right, Pequeña. That is what matters," I said. Tears mixed with rain and blood on Audrey's face. "Not to me, you know." Audrey's voice caught abruptly. "What's the use of an immortal mother if she lets me become an orphan?" She stared into my eyes. What is the use of you? Doors slammed, engines clicked off. Then there were hands on my shoulders. It's okay, a medic said, and I allowed him to pull me back from Audrey's body. It's okay, he repeated. Help's here now. I didn't say anything in return. It was true, and yet it wasn't. My daughter might be safe, but there was nothing that could heal my heart. Male, 55, in the front seat, a second voice said. I heard the side door open and turned to face the other direction. I didn't want to see. I didn't want to see the body. What is your name? A policewoman asked, stepping closer behind me and placing a hand on my shoulder. I am called Isobel, I said. That was my husband. Isobel what? The cop asked, holding a paper pad where she was taking notes. I cleared my throat. I was honestly unsure of my ability to answer. It was my legal name. I had taken it when we married. I cleared my throat again, and when my voice came out, it was a croak. Isobel Green. Walking to the ambulance, I grabbed a handle and hauled myself into the back. When my eyes met Audrey's, the girl's heart picked up speed. She started trying to speak around the intubation, struggling. The medic caring for Audrey shot me a worried look as he struggled to hold the girl down. I held up both hands. It's okay, I said as he gave Audrey a shot. A sedative, I hoped. I'll follow in the police car. Audrey's body quieted, but there she was, alive. I repeated the sentence in my head. Audrey was alive. Audrey was alive. She was alive, and she would never forgive me for it. I scrubbed my face with both hands, wiping away the smudges. I walked to the wreckage that had been our family car, pulling my purse from the remains. They would want identification. I let the police officer guide me to her car. Everything flared red and blue. I wondered what had happened to my love. Where was he now? Somewhere I would never follow. I slid into the car and slammed the door. The officer shifted, shooting me a look. Miss, she said. If I may. I shook my head. I didn't want to hear it. Just drive, I said. Take me to my daughter. That's it for the first chapter. I hope to see you next time in chapter 2. Good night, my friends.